Mr. and Mrs. Thomas. Please be seated.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Give me trouble all day, Ladies and gentlemen, the speech is now commenced. The first speaker will be Chris.
One, two. Good afternoon, all. I would like to welcome all you today for Estelle and Jonathan's special day. Just before I start, I'd just like to read this out. I've been given this by a member of staff from Oxwich Bay Hotel. It reads, "Please can you inform all your wedding party there's a brilliant band here tonight." Right, they started late. They call the Party Rockers. So it does say underneath, bear in mind, no need to inform Clogger because he'll probably be in bed by 10 o'clock. Right, on a more serious note now, Jonathan, I'd like to welcome you into the family. It's been 15 years mine, but never mind, Estelle said he was like me to put a bus. I knew within the first month that Estelle and Jonathan were well suited because the amount of food they could eat. Honestly. I've never seen a pair who could eat so much in their life. I can remember one night, I was sitting in the house, me and Ella, next when the door opens, and then they were carrying these bags full of Chinese food. So the next time I said to Ella, I said, "Look," I said, "I think they bought us a Chinese now." That's it. Two of them disappeared into the kitchen now. And next minute, half an hour later, the door opens now. The next minute, the two of them started walking to the front door. I said, "Where are you two off, then?" "Oh, we're going to the car. We left our main course in there." I gotta say today that I thought the bridesmaids, Alicia, Estelle, looked beautiful, really beautiful. But what's else? I'm not afraid to say this morning, this afternoon I should say, when they were getting married, I had tears in my eyes. For two reasons. First one was, Estelle, I thought you looked amazing. My new John, I think you could scrub up a bit too. But the other reason why I had tears in my eyes is because I was thinking about the bill after the wedding. Right. Before I make a toast now to Estelle and Jonathan, I would like to say a few words about the loved ones who are not here today, who are looking down and smiling on this special day. I knew my mother and father would love to be here today, and also Jonathan's grandparents. But I knew Vernon always said to Estelle, "The day you get married, Estelle, make sure now you get the dearest wedding dress." Because your mother, obviously,
Hard to see you.
hard to say right here, she don't know what to do any day, doesn't it? So that's it for me now. So before I finish, I would like to make a toast for Estelle and Jonathan, right? Bobby stand there.
Cheers.
To Mr. and Mrs. Thomas.
Mrs. and Mrs. Thomas. Cheers. Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers. Cheers.
Okay.
That was awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, your best men, Gavin and Scott.
Hi Chris, thank you for them words. First things first, I know Frankie don't want to get up and speak himself, but he's asked me to say a couple of things on his behalf. I can honestly say how proud he is to welcome Estelle into the family today. His actual words to me were, they couldn't have wished for a better daughter-in-law, and like I say, I know the family really mean that, so Estelle, he's asked me to welcome you to the family. Okay? On behalf of the bridesmaid, Chris, thank you for those kind words. I'm sure you'll agree that they've done an excellent job today in getting Estelle to the church.
On time.
Sorry? Well, 15 minutes, I couldn't believe it. 12:15, I think we can all agree. Estelle, fair play, that's good going. I have since been told, mind, she was kicking and screaming. But, Estelle, in all fairness, like I said, the bridesmaids all look stunning today. Only to be outshone by Estelle herself. Estelle, in all fairness, I had a bit of a lump on my own throat today when you come down the aisle. You look truly amazing, fair play. Yeah, so also a big thank you to the ushers, turning up sober this week. You know, in all fairness. I want to hand on a Scott now, ready, before I start speaking, for the assassination of Jonathan. Right? Before I go on to my speech, this is a fun bit.
Thank you, Gav. Everyone's honoured to be here today to witness the coming together of two really beautiful people. That's not for me and Gav, it's about Johnny and myself. Johnny asked me, he said, Turner, will you be my best man? Will you share it with Gav? I was like, I don't know, John, are you sure? I'm sure, yeah. Is Estelle sure? I think so. We kind of, we're here. If we start, Borat, from when we first met, we were about 2 years old. My longest friend, probably more than a friend, more like a brother. I'm going to start crying. I'm such a gay. Anyway. Borat. In 1984, a very special baby was born. The first baby ever born in East General Hospital who had been through puberty in the womb. The first baby who ever had to be shaved to be able to find the umbilical cord. And judging from what Gavin said about Liverpool, I'm sure they cut the right cord. Back in the early 80s, there's several sightings. I know all the people here from the Royal Borough of Tonner will know that there's a Bigfoot type creature was spotted at a rugby club. I never really thought, is he Frankie's? He might not be Frankie's. But then I saw Frankie drop a rugby ball, I knew that was it then. So anyone who watched the Bedros game could see it. All these years, mate. Try no long to it. Johnny as a child, he was a very studious child. He played violin. He was into his performing arts. He played Joseph in Joseph, his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. He was shocking. He was shocking. I wouldn't start to sing, but oh, Christ alive. He had a bit of a tough upbringing actually, because I remember a couple of times he was brought to school, and he was dropped off in school in this blue shell suit, Georgina, I don't know if I was in. If it was pink, you'd understand. It was Fran's hand-me-down, but it was blue. So I do feel sorry for both, to be honest, but we spent a lot of our childhood together. We used to do the things the kids used to do, like get me beer. We used to go bobby knocking a lot. Johnny wouldn't come bobby knocking, no, Johnny stand on the top of the street.
You couldn't keep up, Scott.
Built for pace, I was. He's built for power. He's never there. Apart from this one time, he almost got caught at a rugby club, but that's another story. When Johnny was 15, it's we're serious now, I'm sorry about this, but Johnny caught a bad dose of glandular fever, which incidentally was the last time he actually caught anything. As anybody watched the Bedros game goes through.
I caught one ball in that game, mate.
Alright, don't heckle, mate. It'll just get worse for that. As anybody who's ever been to Jonathan's house will know, he's a massive animal lover. whenever you go up his house, you're surrounded with dogs, cats, guinea pigs. But I always remember his favourite animal was a hamster named X. And through his teenage years, Jonathan spent many hours with X hamster. Anyone giggles at that, you dirty bastards? Moving on to our late teens, we were allowed out to Neath. We used to go to the blue light disco. Starts at 7 o'clock, I turn up at 6:30. 9 times out of 10, Johnny be sleeping. All the other times, the more memorable times. The number of times I walked into his house and his mum's shaving his sideburns or putting gel in his hair. Remember the time? Remember the time she's putting concealer on his spots? Oh, those are the days. Oh. We used to walk in the Gwynhall, drowning in jupe, in the shirts we bought from Officers Club earlier in the day. Johnny, oh, he's a boy. He used to do the big fish, little fish cardboard box dance a lot, and then he kind of like, he moved then on to feed the pigeons. And then recently he's moved on to the worm, which I'm sure some of us will see tonight. Probably not many of us will want to. But I noticed something different about Johnny when we went to Liverpool. He turned from this macho dancer, where obviously I was his inspiration. He turned into more of this expression dancer. Whereas it was quite clear to me that his idol then was Louis Spence. Oh, I've done that one. And then came Estelles. Johnny, spotty, nervous teenager, said to me, Turner, what do I say to her? I said to him, Johnny, just don't tell her you're a qualified lifeguard. Don't tell her you're the best looking prop in Wales. At the time he probably was. Chris Parton, Donnell, they were all brothers in. Don't tell her you're Joseph and his amazing technical dream coach. Don't tell him you were the 4th best swimmer in Wales. Don't say to her, you're Premier League, I'm Vauxhall Conference. And definitely don't say to her, even Barry got to play in the Champions League. Despite many years of happiness together, they've been able to get over certain hurdles, such as Johnny peeing on Christmas presents, Johnny peeing on clothes, mostly Johnny peeing on things. I've done some research. I've done some research into how you can expect your partner to be in 20 or 30 years' time by looking at their parents. So, Estelle, this is what you've got to look forward to. Johnny still be working at 70. He still claims he's the only person in DVLA who can pick up a barrel on his own. You sleep outside Wilkinson's when you go in for a shop. But what he won't do, he won't talk about the time when he entered an eating competition with his mate and ended up at A&E with burns in his mouth. Will he, Frank? Frank? And Johnny for Estelle, she'll turn out, she'll be funny, she'll be loyal, she'll be feisty. She'll look forward to seeing your grandchildren turn up. She'll look forward to seeing your grandchildren's boyfriend turn up and ask for photos of him with his top off. Frida? She'll also ask you to remove your top. So basically what I'm saying is, if you stick at it for long enough, she'll eventually turn into Frida. And you've got a minx for her. So I'm hand back to Gav. Thanks everyone.
Thank you, Scott, for the kind words. Those who know me, I have taken today serious and done a bit of preparation. Obviously, a natural place to go in this day and age is the world of the internet. After about 15 minutes, I did get around to actually searching for best man duties. But what struck a chord in me was the things you certainly shouldn't do, okay? 1, don't be complex. 2, don't be insulting. 3, don't mention ex-girlfriends. 4, don't be crude. And 5, above all else, don't mention Johnny's livestock incident. Okay? But unfortunately, I've chosen not to take on the internet's advice. I am going to mention John's ex-girlfriends.
Have we got a bigger piece of tape?
I don't know if you know this, but John used to give all his ex-girlfriends a pink padlock. Okay? He used to say 1, pink, to make the girls wink. And 2, the padlock would represent the key to his heart. What a sleaze. I'm sure you all agree, yeah? Out of curiosity, anyway, has anyone got a pink padlock here today? If you have, could you please stand up and let yourself be known? You dirty dog, you Johnny. Dark horse. Steve? I don't know like Steve, you. It wasn't for your map keeper, mate. Yeah, we would be. Still be a tag. I'll give that, mate. So, on to the best man duties, okay? So, job to me is Scott. First things first, get John looking good this morning. Well, as you know, there's only one person who's good, can take on that role, and that's Georgina. But unfortunately, she had herself to look after today. But Georgina, may I add how good you're looking? Yeah? Other tasks, get John to the church sober. Timekeeping, make him on time. Well, those of you who know John, impossible task. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad, Scott, is it? In all fairness, mate. Favourite task, however, stag do. I think it's fair to say that after last week's antics in Liverpool, I could dish more dirt on some of the gentlemen and freemen in this room than a macabre ground worker. But John's solicitor has advised caution and said, he has advised caution, sorry, don't say anything until the court gets to the end of the month, okay? So we won't go no further on that. John, they do say that the best man's speech is the worst 5 minutes of your day. Estelle, they say the best man's speech is the worst 5 minutes of your day. Unfortunately, that's going to come on later on tonight. So, Jonathan David Thomas. What can I say about Jonathan David Thomas? No, in all fairness, I can honestly say John's got heart of gold. He'll do anything for you. He's a kind, intelligent bloke. What's that say, mate? What's that say? No. So, I do want to share a few things about John and my time spent with him over the years. Like I say, he is an intelligent bloke, very intelligent. But I've never known someone so gullible and lack of common sense all my life. The DVLA table will back me up on this one, right? But one thing about John, in the work of us, you get what's called a slow line. It's my favourite story, John says. So if the weather's really bad, you've got to phone in the DVLA and say, I can't make it to work today, public transport's not running. Right, okay, so for argument's sake, I ring in. Name, Gavin Hooper, where are you phoning from? 7 Sisters. Bear in mind now, we've got head of a department of the DVLA here. Name, Jonathan Thomas, where are you phoning from? The kitchen. True story, true story. John, is that true?
It is true.
He's running the department!
Don't catch me in the morning.
No, don't keep it on. But I'll say one thing about him. What a vain bloke. You might not think this, but vain. I can remember, boys, this table back me up on this one. In my younger days, I can always remember he used to say, he's the best looking prop in Wales. What else he used to say? He still says that right to this day. But what I didn't realise is when you met the Tonner props, You had Chris Donnell, was it Gonk? Was it Donk? That's it on. And Chris Parton. One's got a face like an October cabbage. The other one's like a painter's radio. Shocking, and he still thinks that this day. But the build up to the stag do, Turner. The build up to the stag do. How many sunbeds did he go on?
Every single night,
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Am I looking ripped? Am I looking ripped? He just kept giving me ammo for this day. I can't believe it. He actually phoned me Saturday, this is genuine now, to tell me how he's been to get his teeth whitened. It's ammo. It's ammo. But in all fairness, mate, I will say you're looking good today. Because where's your wedding day? Fair play. Right? But like I said, he is a kind bloke, right? But you meet John's parents, Georgina and Frank, and it's easy to see where he gets his kindness from. Right, it is. Like I say, those who know him, it's easy to see. Frank will think nothing of coming out a Saturday night, pick him up 4 o'clock in the morning. John, where are you? I'm in Tonapandi, Dad. Will you pick me up? And he'll think nothing of it. But Frank, you've got 18 stone prop forward. Not a 9 stone daughter. But like I said, you've got hard to goal, fair play. Oh, Frank, don't go to the other stories, mate. Don't go to the other stories. Keep them, that's another time, mate. Hey, what's the mic now? But in all fairness to John, he's a great competitor, right? And like I said, he's the type of bloke. Estelle once told me, John, don't like to come second. Your father was. No, but here's the type of bloke, you tell him he can't do something, he's going to do it. But there's times you need to keep curb on it. Last Saturday being one of them. I don't know if you know the story, but he entered a kids' 1 mile fundraise last week. So picture this now, we're all in Revolution in Liverpool. And we're just about to leave, boys, and he said, look, I'm going to take my time here. I let the kids go off for a minute now. Am I right when I say it? He said, I let the kids go off, and I'll take off after a minute. So we're looking over the Albert Dock in Liverpool now. Beautiful setting. Look across the start line. Clearly see a large bloke dressed in a 118 outfit at the start line like a greyhound to go to the other blocks. I'll say something, mind. Like I said, his competitive nature, he did do it in 9 minutes.
Quicker, huh?
I knew he'd take off, I knew it. Alright, it was 7.5. She's totally competitive. But I want to speak about John and Estelle together now. In all honesty, I think everyone here in this room will back me up on this. You hear it so often how people say they're marrying their best friend. But I think everyone will agree here today, we are witnessing that. And like I say, they are perfect for each other. They are perfect for each other. From their love of bad timekeeping to their exotic holidays. Did someone say holidays? Oh, don't get me started on this. You know when these two go away, they're going to have a story for you. I want to share some of these stories. I gotta say, I was pissing myself laughing at some of these stories. And he told me I had to edit this, mine's so bad they are. Some examples of these holidays. Kinabalu Mountain. I did research this. Kinabalu Mountain, Sabah, Malaysia. A near miss to an earthquake. Venezuela, nearly kidnapped. Cuba, I know, they fancy a spin with a couple of drug lords. You know, how do you get in these situations? But all the time you swim out to save a barrel in Thailand, thinking it was a human drowned in. And anyone knows the rips in Thailand will know it takes some doing up, does. But he's a good swimmer. But ladies and gents, this is why I think these two are perfect together. They both have the what will be mentality. And like I say, they're so well suited. It's unbelievable. So John, my advice for you, okay, from married life. 1, set the ground rules, mate. Show who's the boss. Then do as Estelle says. 2, the best way to remember your wedding anniversary, forget it once. Thirdly, never forget to say those 3 important words every day for the rest of your married life, mate. That's how bad it gets. You're right, dear. As they say, a man who gives in when he is wrong is a wise man, but a man who gives in when he is right is a married man. So I'm sure you're pleased to hear now that my speech is coming to an end. Okay, I was going to toast the wedding night to a kitchen table. Someone got 4 legs and no drawers, but Kirsten told me that I'd accept it, it's suitable. It's going to be that one. Seriously though, I would like to thank John, and I really do mean this, for asking me to be his best man. It's been truly an honour. He is one of the nicest, most popular men any of us know, okay? And I really do thank him for his friendship over the years. You're a top mate for me. It's got me a few scrapes, John, have you? So, he is getting everything he deserves in Estelles. She's got a beautiful, intelligent, kind wife, okay? And like I say, not many people can say they're marrying their best friend. But today, I'm going back to it, I honestly believe we're witnessing that today. And like I say, these two are made for each other. I'm sure you all agree with me with that. So, on behalf of all the beautiful bridesmaids, equally handsome ushers and freemen, I'd like to prepare a toast. Can you all stand, join myself and Scott? Okay, Scott, do you want to do the toast, mate? Scott, do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan and Estelle, bride and groom.
Ladies and gentlemen, your groom, Jonathan.
Kirsten, your taste needs to improve. Scott, I gotta say, good speech. I'm glad we didn't go out last night, because we all know, by the second and third night, you're absolutely rubbish. And that's true. Because you can't drink. There we go. I just want to say, Estelle, today you look absolutely fantastic. I know when you were coming down the aisle, I did choke up a bit, and I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. I thought, no, it's going to be alright. Told myself the night before, no, everything's fine, nerves are fine, yeah. Come in today, felt fine, thought, no, everything's good. But as you came around that corner, I turned my head and thought, oh my God, I can feel myself going with her. So I had to have a little moment to myself looking the other way and pulled it back together. But no, fair play, you look absolutely stunning. And like, funny enough, what Gavin was saying there, definitely my best friend. And it's nice that we can carry on moving forward as we have been, but as Mr. and Mrs. Thomas. So, yeah, and like I say, all the bridesmaids done a cracking job today and all look very beautiful, stunning. So thank you very much, girls. And Risha as well, looking very pretty. Thank you very much. Mother of the bride, Heather, standing out there with your pink outfit. You look absolutely beautiful as well, might I say. And the same with my mother as well. Very beautiful. So thank you very much. The groomsmen, like I said, I did have my concerns about a few of the group, how they may turn out dress up, especially having gone down David Menswear and seeing the way they were looking with their outfits. I was quite worried, but thankfully they scrubbed up a lot better today. So, yeah, if you didn't know, Ryan's got to wear braces. He does think it's because he's in the best shape out of us all, but I think it's debatable. But no, I might say everybody's done a fantastic job, groomsmen-wise today. I was thinking last night when I was writing a few notes, I was thinking, how would I describe mine and Stell's relationship in a song? I thought about it from her point of view, And I thought of it from my point of view. So if I had to describe our relationship in a song, I would say, I'll climb any mountain. Because I've got to say, every other weekend, I'm either at Pen-y-Fan or, like Gavin said, at Mount Kinabalu, and it's not through my choice, I'll be perfectly honest with you. And as the song goes on, then I'll swim any sea. Well, yeah, I've done that in Thailand, as Gavin mentioned earlier, but I've yet to crawl through the desert on my hands and knees as the song goes. So maybe that's the only one, I don't know. So we'll see now, hopefully that won't come to pass. And then I started thinking about it. I thought, which way would Estelle think of our relationship? And the song Unchained Melody come to mind then. Time goes by so slowly. Considering we've been together now 14, 15 years, I think I bought a ring for you in Sri Lanka, wasn't it? And I think she's thinking, oh God, we're going to get engaged now, you know, this is coming. No, it didn't come, no. And then I think she must be waiting for Halloween, you know, Christmas, New Year's, all that stuff. Still didn't come, the ring was still firmly set in the bedroom. But then a year later we went abroad and we went to Thailand. And I proposed to you then in Bangkok, wasn't it? And we went on a cruise, and I was having a look. I was thinking, right, where's the best place I can do this where I won't get spotted to go down on one knee? And I'll be honest with you, you know, I'm not the quickest on the rugby field, but I was quick that day getting down the back, and I still got caught, so I can't be that quick. And the guy came up with a trumpet then, so it was, I thought I've had it there. So yeah, that was quite funny. And then obviously then we had a house, and I think I thought, oh, we're going to move in now quite quickly, you know. We've got a house now, all that's it. No, I think it was 3 years renovating, and in the end she said, right, I'm going, mind. I thought, oh, I better go with her then. So yeah, so like I said, time does go by quite slowly, but hopefully it's worth it anyway. And one last thing, I don't know how many of you know which way this wedding got booked, but it was actually myself that booked it. And I don't know how many of you know the story behind it, so I'll fill you in on the story as well. And it is a true story. We'd started looking at a few different venues. I think we'd come to Oxford, and we'd gone to in Clydach. We'd been to a few different places, and we ended up having a bit of a disagreement about something. I don't say we argue, we disagree, we do, right? So we had a disagreement, and Estelle was there saying, right, Jonathan, she said, I don't think you really want to get married to me. I said, oh, what are you on about, I think, you know? Of course I do, I'm in this, you know? But no, I've absolutely no interest. I don't know why we're going around looking at all these places and all the rest of it. She said, absolutely no interest in getting married. I was quite offended with this. Really? So I didn't say nothing. And that day, I thought, no, I'm going to prove a point here. So I phoned Oxford, picked the date, and booked the wedding. And the funny thing was then, when we turned around, I went home, I said, right, it's booked. So, what's booked now? What have we done now? I said, well, I booked it. I said, no more discussing this now, it's booked. So I don't know what she thought I booked. And when I turned around and I said the wedding, I think she almost fell off the chair. But on the plus side, it was booked then, so she couldn't get out of it. So, you know, that's the irony in that as well, like, you know. But there we go. But anyway, I'd just like to thank all our parents as well for all their help and support to get us here today. And I know Heather's spent many an hour on the fabulous cake in the corner. Trying to get up to scratch. I know Estelle's quite fussy as well, so but to pass her, I think we're very, very lucky. And I'd just like to thank everybody for coming today. I know it's quite difficult as well on a Monday. People got to take time off work and all the rest of it to come today, but I do appreciate each and every person coming here today, and I do thank you all very much for sharing our special day with us today. And the other thing is, I know Estelle hasn't been that looking forward to becoming a Thomas, but hard lines really. Whether you like it or not, really. So there we go, and like I say, I've had I've had a fabulous time today so far. I hope everybody else has, and I've had a fabulous time with the build-up to today as well. And I'd like to thank everybody for all their hard work. You know, the best men, the ushers, everybody, the bridesmaids and everything, and our family and everything to get us here today, and everybody else coming here today. So I'd just like to thank everyone for that as well. So one final toast then, is it, to the new Mr. and Mrs. Thomas. So thank you all.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry if I missed anyone. Thank you.